everything in his life. He can, he controls every single aspect of his life, and then he documents it. Um, and Zoe is that thing that he can't control. Well, I mean, Uma brings all those things. Like, Uma is an exceptional woman. She's like, she's gorgeous, and she's smart and opinionated, and she's just got this charisma that is, she's very much like Zoe in that way. Like, she's that exceptional woman that you fight for, and, Sam is fighting for her. He's fighting to get her, and, Whit's fighting for her, too. He just doesn't have to fight that hard because he's a powerful person. It's a great time getting into this character because he is such a narcissist, and he's, actually like a really great guy. He's not like a bastard. He's a really authentic, like fiercely authentic person. He's very authentic. He's very brave and honest, and he prides himself on all this stuff. And that's, I think, part of what makes him so funny is that he takes himself very seriously.
Well, I
guess I just don't feel the need to chase girls around the schoolyard anymore.
she came back, didn't she?
Of course she did.
She always does.
Like, this is one of the things I love about Whit is that he doesn't, he knows exactly why Sam is here. He knows exactly what he's come for. But he just, and I think he feels kind of bad for him, but he doesn't feel the need to humiliate him or he doesn't see him as a threat. So there's nothing that he needs to do to keep him away from his fiancée. He just, I think he just sees him as a poor kid who's, got a lot of problems.
But Lee was my dream for the part. He's not even British. The guy's British, and Lee Pace is not even British. And everyone on set, we started talking in an American accent, and everyone came up to me on set and asked me why Lee was doing an American accent.
I stay in the accent all day, actually. I stop right now, but then I kind of get into it, and I kind of stay in it all day, because if you don't, then you'll slip out of it when the camera's rolling, and then you'll look like an asshole in a movie. So, but it's one of those things where I slip in the accent, and the character, in a way, kind of comes to me because the accent that I chose for him is very like I know guys like this who are extremely wealthy, but also like they really think about themselves as just country lads, and so that's basically what I was trying to do. But I do stay in the accent all day because it just helps keep it consistent and not like you're listening for that sound and that sound and that sound.
Lee is a well-trained theater actor, so really when you work with him, every take is perfect and everything is it's very impressive. He's much like Whit himself in the fact that he's kind of flawless. You're just like, this guy, he's a machine. It's crazy.
Lee has brought this incredibly specific depth and humanity to a character which you wouldn't have immediately known, would have been anything but sort of a little bit ridiculous, perhaps, if it was taken the wrong way, because he just makes such a, he potentially makes a fool of himself, but Lee has managed to do this with, again, such humanity and complexity and understanding of, the absurdities of being alive, I've been just, as I told him, I think he steals every scene.
Aloud when I read it, I thought this character was unlike anything I'd played, and just a big personality. Like, he's a big personality, Whit, and it's fun to get into that. I just want to stay here and hold you forever. Who is that woman?
That's my wife.
So she is. The script is, it's original and funny. It's funny in that kind of sad way. Very modern comedy.
On script, because sometimes they're blind to its short.
I think Max is made to be a director. He's fantastic at it, and he's. Working with him has been like up there with working with some of the best directors I've worked with because he's so good at it. He's got an impeccable taste, which I think is kind of key for a good director. He's not going to film anything that he's not proud of. He's assembled a really great team together, and he communicates so well with them. Like between you know, the art direction to the costumes to to the camera. It's like everything. He communicates a very specific idea to everyone, and because of it, it's everyone is free to do their own thing because they're very clear with what they need to do. You know, like with Wit, he's such a kind of bonkers character, and there's a way to really take him over the top and make him obnoxious. Maybe it is obnoxious, and I haven't seen anything back yet, so maybe I'm obnoxious in it, but there's a way to make it really obnoxious, but I feel really safe and kind of safe to play in it because he's set up such a great environment to work in. Max is great. I think this is the first of many great films that Max Winkler is going to turn out.
It's hard.
Like with those sad comedies, it's not just funny. I mean, it's funny. I mean, there's really funny moments in this film, but there's also legitimately sad moments in it.
My goal